What's up, 12? It's Michael Bumpus here with another film session powered by Microsoft Surface. I'm usually by myself, but today we got the OC, Shane Waldron. We're going to break down Noah Fant. When I see Noah Fant, I see a tight end that has big playability.
So Noah Fant has a chance to keep working and improving because he's got this skill set that allows him to be able to do a little bit of everything. He's big, he's got size, he's got strength. But the thing that really separates him and gives him a chance to be an elite level player is that speed. And we'll get a chance to see a couple of these clips on tape where you see a big man that can play in line and get the dirty work done when asked to do that. But he can also take a check down and take that thing and make it a 5-yard gain and explosive play.
All right, let's get into it. We got Noah Fant right here against the Jacksonville Jaguars. What do you see, Coach?
All right, here we go. So right now you got Noah lined up at the number 3 spot up top of the screen right here. And they're running, pretty traditional, something we've done and had some success with, just a stick concept right here, where Noah's going to push up. He's going to attack that middle linebacker at about that 5 yards depth, put his foot in the ground and break out. And this fits right into the mold of, okay, this is a nice 5-yard completion. But what Noah brings to the table is that good body balance, that body control to aggressively catch that and then make a 5-yard gain, a touchdown play. And I think that's something that throughout the course of his young career so far, he's been able to accumulate a lot of those rack yards, that run after catch right there. Boom, he's ended up in the end zone. And the other thing you see that shows up repeatedly on tape with this guy is his enthusiasm for the game. Getting in the end zone, celebrating with his teammates, having fun playing football. Next part of Noah's game is we talk about that speed, not only in the run after catch ability, but right here they're going with a 4 verts concept with the basic coming in on the backside. So Noah's seeing this, he's seeing it as a little soft spot in the zone, so he's getting over the top of the hook defender and then slightly bending it in. But just that subtle ability, when you look at him compared to the receivers running the route, he's right there with him stride for stride. So he's bringing that vertical speed into that second and third level of the defense. And a good thing you see here from the end zone as Bridgewater delivers this throw, you can see he has a good feel for the spatial awareness of the field. He's already getting ready for that overlap corner right there that's coming over the top. So he's protecting the ball. He's got great ball security on this clip where he's able to put it away and get a good explosive play with that vertical speed into the defense in the 4 verts game. Okay, right here another thing that he's made come to life, over and over again. Is that safety net for the quarterback, right? The quarterback's saying, okay, I'm going to take a shot here, don't necessarily have it. Where's my tight end, right? And all the great tight ends have made so many yards after the catch on just simple checkdowns, being where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be there. And you see this is another example of what seems like a simple play, but linebacker has an angle on him, should be a good 10-yard gain right here. And Noah's speed, he's able to get around the edge, gain really an extra about 15 yards on the play, and that turns as we know in offense, more explosives you create, the more chances you have at scoring points. So he takes a simple check down on what was at the start a great defensive play, right? The play's really covered, quarterback's able to find him, but you could see over the course of his career so far, just the trust that the quarterbacks he's played with have had in him to be there for those outlets, so they don't have to take a negative play. Here we got a good look at Drew playing quarterback right here. You got Noah getting released to the flat, and it'd be a similar conversation where, okay, he's looking downfield at this scissors or sail type of concept, really trying to get into that third level of the defense. A little blurry with the coverage, the corner overlaps on the backside, so Drew does a nice job of not forcing the ball right here, but completing it to Noah. And again, here we got a 5-yard completion, and you talk about guys that have the speed to be a slash runner and a go ahead and split too. In the NFL, if you start running lateral, everyone's fast, right? Yeah. So Noah's fast, but everyone on that field's fast. But the instincts to say, okay, I'm going to catch this ball, and how quickly can I get vertical, and again, turn that 5-yarder into an explosive play. And just his ability to outrun angles on defenders is a great natural attribute that he has, but also that feel, and just like on the vertical route he caught earlier, just that sense of the field, that spatial awareness of when to put my foot in the ground, when to gain these extra yards, and when to run away from defenders. So an excellent job right there. Okay, then we get into the next clip here with Noah, and the other part about him is he is able to be used in terms of whether he's an F tight end, a Y tight end, different terms that people will use for the 2 tight end spots. He can really play all the different positions. And on this one here, Denver's going to try to pretend like they're throwing a deep pass over there to the right, and they're going to leak Noah out the back door right here and really try to hit him for a big play. But you see the safety on the backside stays high and over the top. So rather than just saying it probably on a piece of paper, this was drawn up for Noah to catch a 40-yard bomb over the top, go score with it. But he has another good sense of what's going on around him. Okay, it wasn't exactly like the piece of paper. I can throttle down right here around the numbers right here. I find that soft spot in the zone, and I turn a play that the defense, I think it's Bradbury right there, really reacted nicely to and covered. But Noah has that good sense that, hey, I can throttle in this zone right here, and I can stay open. And then, like anything else, when you're a tight end that can be utilized in the run game, in some of these actions, you're believable. You can see all the linebackers where Noah, I'm sure, I know they've run plenty of wide zone concepts with him where he's cutting off the backside. So he sells it, then finds that nice width in the window right there for a big play. Okay, and then the last one here, just going back to the vertical speed element, we've talked about Noah as that outlet and that feel for the run game where you can use him in some of those check downs where he's going to make explosive plays. But this just comes back to the pure speed element where he's matched up essentially in a man coverage scenario right here, one-on-one with the linebacker. And you'd like to think, all the great receiving tight ends in the league, if you're one-on-one with a linebacker or a safety, you'd like to think as a quarterback, okay, I got a matchup advantage right here. All guys on defense might not necessarily agree with that, but that's the way I know Noah's thinking. But again, that vertical speed, that's the stuff that really keeps showing up for a guy that's also as big as he is, as athletic as he is in the pass game.
Yeah, so we saw a bunch of pass plays from Noah Fant. Talk about how he is when it comes to run blocking.
Yeah, he's that Swiss Army knife in the run game where he can do a lot of different things, whether it's, we'll ask our guys to cross sift in the backfield or, lead up as a kind of fullback type of position, type of role. But he can also put his hand in the ground and be an inline tight end and handle some of the defensive ends in the league. So that's where his versatility in the run game really allows you to be multiple, put him all over the field and maximize his ability within our system.
When you watch him play, I've seen him with his hand in the dirt, seen him in the slot, even seen him outside of the X or Z position. Should we expect to see Noah Fant everywhere on the football field for this team?
Yeah, I think that goes along with our whole offense, conceptual-based offense where you'd like to say, hey, you guys can line up at all these spots and really give us that flexibility week to week to say, hey, what's the best matchups? How can we create an advantage for ourselves? And guys that can move around, that can play multiple spots like Noah can, those are guys that are an advantage for an offense.
And you got to be excited about this tight end room now, right? You got Noah Fant, you got Colby, you got Uncle Will that's coming back. It seems like you got every type of tight end that's available in the NFL.
And the cool part about the tight end position is you got all these guys that have a little different skill set that can be utilized a little different way, but they can also be utilized in the same way and just bring a little different flavor to each alignment that they're going to be in, And so you have those different tools that you can use on an offense that really allows you to be more multiple.
Well, I know the 12s have been wanting a big-time tight end on this team. I think they got one here in Noah Fant. That was another film session powered by Microsoft Surface. I'm Michael Bumpus. That's the OC, Shane Waldron. We'll talk to you guys next time.